Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raguna Kanditam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanditamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostude Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanushrute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyeva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So we'll continue our discussion on Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter number 4, text number 12. Kankshantana karmanam siddhim Kankshantah karmanam siddhim Yajanta iha devata Yajanta iha devata Shipram himanuse loke Shipram himanuse loke Siddhir bhavati karmaja Siddhir bhavati karmaja Kankshantah karmanam siddhim Yajanta iha devata Shipram himanuse loke Siddhir bhavati karmaja Kankshantah karmanam siddhim Yajanta iha devata Shipram himanuse loke Siddhir bhavati karmaja. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. Men in this world desire success in fruitive activities and therefore they worship the demigods. Quickly, of course, men get results from fruitive work in this world. Purport. There is a great misconception about the gods or demigods of this material world. And men of less intelligence, although passing as great scholars, take these demigods to be various forms of the Supreme Lord. Actually, the demigods are not different forms of God, but they are God's different parts and parcels. God is one, and the parts and parcels are many. The Vedas say, Nityo Nityanam, God is one. Ishvara Parama Krishna, the Supreme God is one, Krishna, and the demigods are delegated with powers to manage this material world. These demigods are all living entities, Nityanam. with different grades of material power. They cannot be equal to the Supreme God Narayana, Vishnu, or Krishna. Anyone who thinks that God and the demigods are on the same level is called an atheist or Pashandi. Even the great demigods like Brahma and Shiva cannot be compared to the Supreme Lord. In fact, the Lord is worshipped by demigods such as Brahma and Shiva. Shiva Virinchi Nutam. Yet, curiously enough, there are many human leaders who are worshipped by foolish men under the misunderstanding of anthropomorphism or zoomorphism. Iha Devata denotes a powerful man or demigod of this material world. But Narayan, Vishnu, or Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, does not belong to this world. He is above or transcendental to material creation. Even Sripad Sankaracharya, the leader of the impersonalist, maintains that Narayan or Krishna is beyond this material creation. However, foolish people, Hritagyana, worship the demigods because they want immediate results. They get the results but do not know that the results so obtained are temporary and are meant for less intelligent persons. The intelligent person is in Krishna consciousness and he has no need to worship the paltry demigods for some immediate temporary benefit. The demigods of this material world as well as their worshippers will vanish with the annihilation of this material world. The boons of the demigods are material and temporary, but the material worlds and their inhabitants, including the demigods and their worshippers, are bubbles in the cosmic ocean. In this world, however, human society is mad after temporary things such as the material opulence of possessing land, family, and enjoyable paraphernalia. To achieve such temporary things, people worship the demigods or powerful men in human society. If a man gets some ministership in the government by worshipping a political leader, he considers that he has achieved a great boon. All of them are therefore kowtowing to the so-called leaders of big guns in order to achieve temporary boons, and they indeed achieve such things. Such foolish men are not interested in Krishna consciousness for the permanent solution to the hardships of material existence. They are all after sense enjoyment, and to get a little facility for sense enjoyment, they are attracted to worshipping empowered living entities known as demigods. This verse indicates that people are rarely interested in Krishna consciousness. They are mostly interested in material enjoyment, and therefore they worship some powerful living entity. So in the previous verse, text number 11, Krishna said, Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam stateva bhajamiham mama vartmanu vartante manusya partha sarvasaha. Krishna reciprocates with everyone the way they approach or surrender unto him. And in that same verse, in the Purport, Srila Prabhupada quoted a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. Akama sarva kamova moksha kama udaradi tivrena bhakti yogena yajate purusha param. It means whether you have material desires or you have no material desires or you are desiring liberation, simply worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. Right? Krishna is going to fulfill all your desires. Arjun is now going to ask a question. If you are able to fulfill their desires, why do people worship demigods? This is the connection between previous verse and this verse. Why do people worship demigods? Why is there a system of demigod worship? What is its purpose? This Krishna is going to address in this particular verse. So before I discuss why people worship demigods, I want to clear out some misconceptions about God and demigods. Okay, and this is very important for us to understand. Demigods, people think that demigods and God are same. But this is a very big misconception. Even before coming to Krishna consciousness, I'll honestly admit, even I thought the same. I thought Krishna was also one of the gods. So it is a very common understanding, but it is a misconception. Gods and demigods are not on the same level. God is Vishnu Tattva, Krishna. He has many forms. Vishnu Tattvas, Narayan, so many avatars. And then we have demigods who are not different forms of God, but they are different parts and parcels of God. They are all living entities. They are all Jiva Tattvas. Except for Shivji, because he is in his own Tattva, Shiv Tattva. Everybody else are Jiva Tattvas. All demigods. And Krishna is in Vishnu Tattva. Another very important point to understand is Krishna is transcendental to this material creation. Yeah? He comes from a transcendental world, which is beyond this world. But the demigods are within the material creation. And so, their life is also temporary. Whereas Krishna is eternal, coming from the transcendental world. Demigods themselves worship Krishna. It's not that demigods are independent. They are also dependent on Krishna. So they are all worshippers of Krishna. And Krishna gives them the power to look after the affairs of this material creation, as well as to fulfill material desires of their worshippers. Srila Prabhupada goes to extend this argument of demigods, Iha Devata, to also mean any powerful personality in this world. Sometimes people, they want to get some things done. So they will go to a big leader or politician who has some power, some authority in that country or society or wherever in the nation, and they will start worshipping him. Worshipping means they may not worship him with incense and diya and all that, but flattering them, giving them gifts so that they will do something in return. This also is known as, these people also can be compared to as demigods, because they have some power and then they can give you something in return. So Iha Devata, Srila Prabhupada has extended to mean this people who also have some power and authority in this world. So now, why do people worship demigods? This is a very important question. This is what this verse is addressing. People want success in their fruitive work. Whatever work we do, we want to do it for a reason, right? We want to be successful in whatever we do. And demigods give that success immediately. They give the results very quickly. So anybody who wants to do something, they will perform a yajna for a particular demigod. In return, they are expecting that this demigod will quickly give me the result, and I will be happy. This is the reason why people go to demigods. It's not that they want anything else. They just want to fulfill their material desires. They give immediate results, but the results they give are temporary. Because demigods themselves are temporary, can they give something eternal? Not possible. So whatever they will give is going to be temporary. It is not going to last. It's only a matter of time. Because their life is also a matter of time. And human society is abundant with people who are looking for all kinds of material opulence. Give me land, give me this, give me a good job, good business, good money, good position, nice wife. obedient husband, so many things. People are always requesting. And so Krishna has given this charge of fulfilling these material desires to these demigods. Don't disturb. Like Prime Minister, you don't go to Prime Minister every time for, petty things. You can get it from a minister. Prime Minister has a lot more important things to do, besides enjoying. So, same is the concept with demigods. Krishna says, you go to my my servants and they will fulfill. But Krishna also says, if you don't want to go to them, you come to me. That is also nice. Akama sarva kamava. Yeah. And Krishna says, those who come to me, even for petty things, because Krishna is not the boss like this material world. He is so udara. He is so magnanimous. So Krishna thinks that anyone who comes to me for whatever desire, Krishna considers them udara. They are Mahatma. They are great personalities. So people in general don't know this. So they go to demigods. But there is one other reason. As I said, demigods quickly fulfill the desires, but Krishna does not. This is a very important point to understand. Krishna does not immediately fulfill our desires. He will first purify our heart. He will purify our heart and then he will fulfill our desires. And purification takes time. Okay, let us understand this through an example. A child wants to eat a chocolate. Child goes to the mother. Mother, I want a chocolate. Mother says, no, beta, chocolate is not good for your teeth. Your teeth will be spoiled. You know that. Your teeth will be spoiled. The child is stubborn. No, mother, I want chocolate. Mother says, no, I will not give you chocolate. The child somehow gets some money, goes out to a shopkeeper who is selling chocolate and gives the money to the shopkeeper. What does the shopkeeper do? Does the shopkeeper say, no, beta, chocolate is not good for you? Immediately he'll take the money and give the chocolate. Yeah? He is happy, child is happy. Business transaction done. Tallied. But Krishna is not like that. So demigods are like those shopkeepers who just wants something and they will give you in return what you want. Because they are obliged to do that. When a demigod worshipper performs a sacrifice, demigods are bound to give you the result. It's a business transaction. But with Krishna, it's not business. Demigods give you what you want. Krishna gives you what you need. Okay? So Krishna is not going to give you whatever you want. Krishna will see, is this thing that this particular person desiring, is it good for him or not? If it is not good for him, Krishna is not going to give. And this is the reason why people don't go to Krishna. They think Krishna is going to take a lot of time. We don't know when the result is going to come. And I have so many plans. So let me quickly go to demigods and fulfill my desires. Another example is given is that when you go to a doctor, if you have a disease, the doctor what is he going to do? He's going to give you a painkiller. When you eat a painkiller, immediately your pain subsides. But the disease is still there. Doctor has not addressed the root cause. So a doctor who gives you a painkiller is like a demigod. But a doctor who does not give you a painkiller but says, let me find out what is the root cause of your disease, is like Krishna. And when you want to find a root cause of your disease, it's going to take time. It is going to take time. It will not be immediate. And that is why Krishna is so merciful. With demigods, it is transactional. With Krishna, it is transformational. You get the point? With demigods, it's transactional. With Krishna, it's transformational. Krishna transforms you. When you go to Krishna, he transforms you. Can you think of an example where Krishna has transformed somebody who had a material desire? Dhruva Maharaj, correct. It's a very famous example. He had such a strong desire to get a kingdom greater than his great-grandfather. And he goes to Krishna and performs severe austerity, and in 6 months, Lord Vishnu is in front of him. Lord Vishnu says, I'm very pleased with your austerity, with your devotional service. Please ask whatever you want. Dhruva says, I don't want anything. I'm completely purified. I don't want anything. So this is Krishna. Amazing. I don't know about you all, but I have also had this experience that I had desired something very strongly. Krishna did not give me immediately, but eventually he fulfilled my desire. And when he fulfilled my desire, I did not want it. I was like, no, Krishna, I was really desiring something which you knew was not good for me, but you are so merciful, you still gave it to me. So it is a fact. It is a fact that Krishna is going to take time. Why is he going to take time? Because he knows that we are in the material world. And no matter what facilities we have, what opulences we have, we are still going to suffer. And Krishna doesn't want us to suffer. He wants to take us back home, back to Godhead, in his abode where we can serve him face to face. So this is Krishna's plan. So now my question is, we should not worship demigods, we should go to Krishna. But you see in the scriptures, sometimes you find great devotees of Krishna worshipping demigods. Can any of you think of an example? Gopis worshipping Katyayani. Is that okay? Or was there something wrong in it?
Depend on the desires of the people.
Correct. Demigod worship is an authorized system in the scriptures. Demigod worship is not something mental concoction. It is an authorized system given in the Vedas. So, worshipping demigod is wrong only when our intentions are wrong. Worshipping a demigod with the intention to achieve Krishna, there is no problem. Gopis went to Katyayani for what? They wanted Krishna as their husband. They wanted Krishna, the Supreme Lord. So they went to Katyayani for this reason. People worship Ganesh also sometimes. Sometimes devotees worship Ganesh because Ganesh is Vigna Vinashak. Right? He removes obstacles from your path. But obstacles for what? To make your material life comfortable? Then it is not recommended to worship Ganesh. But if you go to Ganeshji that, my dear Lord Ganesh, please remove all obstacles from my path to progress in bhakti, then that is no problem at all. That is no problem at all. Worshipping demigods with spiritual desires is no problem. For that matter, even worshipping Guru, right? We worship Guru. We don't worship Guru for material desires. We worship Guru to advance in Krishna consciousness, and so it's okay. But going to Guru, Guru Maharaj, I have so much money in this bank account, I have got so much money in that bank account. Can you please tell me how should I manage my finance? He's going to say, I am not your financial planner. I am not your finance manager. I am your Guru. I have come here to give you spiritual knowledge, not to give you knowledge so that you can continue your sentence in this prison house of material world. I have come to take you out of this material world, out of this prison house. So when the intentions is correct, there is no problem in going to demigods. But the reason why Srila Prabhupada has very strongly recommended not to go to demigods is because he knows people will ask for material things. Even after coming to Krishna consciousness, don't we ask for material things? We do, right? So it is very rare to find a pure devotee who has no material desires. So that's why Srila Prabhupada says, don't bother with any demigods. Simply worship Krishna. Even if you have material desires, go to him. Don't go anywhere else. Go to Krishna only. And he will fulfill, but he will also purify you. He will purify you. So go through that purification. It is for your benefit. So this is what this verse is very nicely telling us, that we should not worship demigods, we should worship Krishna.